my mat's too far up.
There you
Hey everybody! I was moving my mat. Welcome to Kats Creations live on Friday night. Tonight, for the first time, we're doing an evergreen. No deco mesh, no burlap, no weird wire forms. Just, let me just go over the materials while we're waiting for people to join. So Steve's turning down my phone. 24-inch evergreen wreath form. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. They're $9.99, and then you can get them with 40% off. So it's about $6. You will need. Remember when we did our live from Hobby Lobby? You will need 2 white pine picks. So these are pretty simple to find because they don't have any other pine in them. They don't have any other embellishments in them. So these are Hobby Lobby as well. So you'll need 2 of them. Trying to get the rest of my greenery. It's going to be weird. Trust me, the first time I saw this, it like totally threw me off because I was like, what the heck are you doing? But it looks really good at the end. You will need 2 ficus branches. You can get this at Hobby Lobby in the floral part. And just pick out 2 of them. I think they're like $1.99 each. And whenever the floral or greenery goes on sale, I get this big bunch of ivy, and this has been cut down quite a bit. It used to be really full, and I don't even have the price tag. Oh yeah, I do, $12.99, but it was a lot thicker than this. So we're going to be using all of these to create our evergreen pine ivy ficus base. And then we're going to come back in and add our ribbons, our embellishments, and all that other stuff. So,
Yep.
Who do we have?
Hi, Libby, Audrey, Connie, Deanna, Christina, Doris, Lindy, Tammy, Teresa, Vi.
Hi, Vi. Hi,
Julie,
everybody.
Arlene, Pam, Cindy, Janice, Dorothy, Donna, Melody, Becky, Norma, Kathy, Vi, Teresa. Hi, gals.
Said Vi twice.
I know. There's a lot of them jumping back on.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do with your evergreen form is it lays pretty flat because that's the way they're shipped. And this will make everything that you do with an evergreen base look amazing if you sit here and go through and fluff your branches one at a time. And you want it to look like, the way that I can describe it is a blooming onion from Red Lobster. So it's going to kind of fan out. So you can actually, don't worry about coverage. Your object in this is to take and fluff your evergreen base. So what you'll see is I just keep taking them and lifting them and separating them all. You don't want to have clumps of branches because this looks fake. So our whole goal is to make it look very genuine and very full, very, and I guess as realistic as you could get from a fake evergreen. So I just work my way around, and you should try to push them towards the outer edge and leave the middle more open, I guess, so that it looks like the blooming onion. So there's a lot of embellishments in this. We are going to light this one. So as soon as I get my branches all fluffed, then we'll go in and add lights. Because I said we're going to pull out all the stops for this one.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do.
Yep, and gals, we are on the public group, so you guys can share this away.
Yeah, if you want to save it for reference later, instead of trying to find it on my page, good luck, because they get buried with everything else that everybody's posting. It makes it a little easier to find when you have all your supplies and you're ready to do this. So, like I said, don't lose heart. I'm not taking away from the original evergreen content. Just trying to get these all fluffed. This will make the difference even in your artificial tree, your artificial garland, if you take the time and physically fluff every single branch. Because some of them are folded, some of them are not, some of them were twisted on top of each other. So this makes it easy for you to lay in your ribbons, to lay in your embellishments, if you can actually see where everything needs to go.
Hi gals, just jumping on.
And you see I'm just like taking the inner ones and I keep laying them down. So this is probably the most time consuming part. And then I'll show you how quickly it all goes together.
Yeah, fluffing the wreath.
Fluffing the wreath.
And
That's
then
the biggest point.
The lights.
Yeah, and then putting lights on. I already got the batteries in my lights. So we should be able to go through and wrap these fairly quickly. That way this, when it's lit up, will look pretty amazing because we're going to do it all in golds, glitters. It's kind of like a coppery color. Not quite a rose gold because it doesn't have a lot of pink in it. So, trying to fan it to the outside. Fan them to the outside. And I'm almost done. Because you can see where I started. And you can kind of see, I'm leading those ones that way. This is it. So I'm almost to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how most people, when you like walk through your Hobby Lobby and even look at the artificial trees they have up, they haven't even fluffed them.
Yep.
Because they should look amazing, and they don't. They look very fake.
Hey Debbie, yeah, try jumping off a video and jumping back on. It should be fine. It should work.
We're wired to...
We're direct wired to the Ethernet. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I was telling you. That it should look like a blooming onion. Like
Hey Christina, hey Bobby.
What do we call it? The Red Lobster blooming onion. Red Lobster? No, Outback Steakhouse. Why did I say Red Lobster? Okay.
There's a couple gals saying live isn't working, but I think it's on your end because I don't think we're having any issues here.
Because we're hardwired in, so we shouldn't have any broadcast issues.
Yep.
I'm wondering,
Yep, I've got solid connection.
maybe issues with the storm?
It could be nationwide. Sometimes it backs up servers.
Okay. So the Evergreen base is fluffed. We're using the lights that I told you I recommend, which are called the Home Starry LED battery string lights. This is the one that comes with the remote. So I never pull the tab out of the remote because the minute you do, it automatically starts the time ticking away. Yeah, to wear out the battery. It does come with, I think, 8 different light sequences and does have a timer mode. So it'll be like, I want to say it's 8 hours on, 12 hours off, so you can set it for a timer. So I'm just going to attempt to untwist this.
Yeah, it could be a Facebook issue, Peggy, but a lot of other gals are saying it's working fine, and they're in Tennessee and other places. So
maybe try logging off, logging back in.
Just depends, yeah.
So I'm hoping this is going to go smoothly. It usually never does, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to see. It looks like it may let me start with the front end, so I'm going to attempt to do this.
Bobby said she had to fluff a 5-footer one time. Took her all night.
See?
Yeah, we've had to do one before in our old house, in our old wreath that we had that was like a 5-footer.
Right.
The one that we did, that was the scary wreath from Nightmare Before Christmas.
The one that we did outside?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take this and try to hold this as I wrap it pretty quickly.
Hi Dale, thank you.
I'm just...
Said, hello, look forward to your lives. Very informative.
Thank you. Like I said, this is our first evergreen for the season. So I'm just going to be taking this and wrapping this around and through my branches.
Kimberly, the lights are on Kat's on her Kat's Creations Facebook page. It's through Amazon.
Yeah, they're just Home Starry.
Yeah, it's called Home Starry
LED lights.
LED lights.
So they're like the little fairy lights. And I'm really particular about these ones because number one, it comes with the light or the remote, and it also, I'm hoping these are all going to untwist correctly. Watch it not. It's going to just keep going through its light sequence. So I'm trying to find.
Is it 2 R's on Home Starry?
Yes. S-T-A-R-R-Y.
Yeah.
Home Starry. Okay, so up. This is always my challenge. I should probably sit here and actually untangle them all, because sometimes they wire them in from the battery pack, and then other times they wind them in from
Oh yeah, some of the guys are saying the same thing. It plays for 5 seconds ago, then stops. This could be the internet or Facebook connection.
Shouldn't be happening though, because we're hardwired directly in.
On our side, but on their side, plus
Uh-oh.
Facebook, it could be.
Hopefully not. I think the only downside I have about these lights is their inability to unravel.
Yeah, they don't
smoothly.
unravel good. Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna untangle these really quick, so then we can just wrap. That's probably what I should do next time.
Oh, it's on its one mode.
Yeah, and it's okay because I want to make sure
Right.
that when I go to lay them, and they're all on there.
It's always fun wrapping lights.
This is why some people don't light their wreaths. Okay. I really don't want to undo the whole thing, but I think I might have to.
Oh.
I know, but I only have like 3 around here, so it'll make it easier for me to untie where it's stuck. It's like hung up in the middle. So,
Next time we do lights, note to self. Prep lights.
well, like I said, sometimes it just depends on who rolls them. Sometimes
Yeah.
they start from the end. Okay. So let me just pull these.
Oh, thank you, Melly. She said video is good here in South Carolina, even with the little hurricane.
Oh, okay. How are
Well,
you
not
guys
little.
doing out there in the hurricane? I know one of the people in our private group, Christine, they had to evacuate, but she says when they returned home, they didn't have any damage, so that was good. So I'm almost done. I just don't want to pull on them, even though they're not tangled. See, they were never tangled. Where did my other half go? He left me. What I'm going to do is take about half of these, and I'm just going to wind one way and then the other.
Good.
Yeah. I just didn't want to pull on them,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to do half and then the other half. And then they should go through pretty quick. So now, there we go.
Barbara said hi from North Carolina, getting a break
From the rain.
from the rains. Yeah, I heard it was really bad
Brutal.
flooding and downpours out there.
Yeah. Although California could desperately use the rain.
Yeah.
But nothing for us here. Just overly hot weather with energy alerts for us to conserve our energy today. Flipping. What was that?
Kaylee.
What did she say?
Just what up, my peeps?
Oh my word. Okay, so yes, now this should go pretty quick. And you're gonna see it go through a whole bunch of different sequences. So we're just laying it in. Hey you guys.
It's so pretty.
I know,
The
right?
carpets are blinding.
Our carpets are blinding. We just shampooed all of our carpets
By hand.
by, well, not
Well,
by
by
hand,
machine.
by machine. Felt like by
But we
hand.
did it. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Got it?
yeah. I'm just weaving them in and out. In and out, in and out. This is what I should do. Just weave. Because it's easier to do it this way. Then I can get more light coverage. What did I knock off of there? I think my other white pine branch, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Okay. So we're flipping. So I'm not going to be overly concerned when I get to the top because we'll be putting our bow here and there's no point in having all these LEDs under our bow since nobody's gonna see them anyway. And I've already reached the end of my thing. So what I'm gonna do, because these are the ones that I like that I was telling you, it comes with the whatchamacallit,
Remote.
the hook,
Oh yeah, the hook.
so that you can actually wire it in to the bottom. So I'm just gonna take a pipe cleaner, and you wanna make sure that when you wire it in here, that it's not wired upside down, so when the customer needs to switch out the battery, it goes this way. What are you looking at? I'm just like, what's wrong? He just like stood up.
I was just looking at how you have it. Still.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna take this and wire this in.
Hi Eula, look up on the post. I posted it. It's called Starry Lights.
Home
Home Starry Lights. They're on Amazon. Kat's got a link to it on her Kat's Creations page.
Can you do me a favor and grab me an adhesive tie? May or may not have one in my box. So I'm just gonna take this and zip my wires in. The extra cord that I have, but I also wanna fasten the other part here before I flip it back over. Okay. Well, I can see if I have one. Sometimes I throw them in my box. I have extra. Top shelf there.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
Do you need another? No, you're good.
Yeah. I have to use the other one because it doesn't, it's weird. It has a place to mount it on one side, so using those adhesive ties that we get from Home Depot will allow us to do up and down instead of side to side. This way. There we go.
Hi Gail. Hi Denise.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Gail just said sorry I'm late trying to negotiate with another woman she's trying to buy another deco mesh stash or something, de-stash.
Oh, okay.
Hi Carol, she said she's from Myrtle Beach, still have power and haven't flooded yet.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to leave those alone in case I need to make an adjustment. So I'm going to flip this back over. And then just kind of use this, fold them in, out of the middle. And then we're going to start prepping to add all the rest of our greenery. Let me actually turn these off.
Yeah, Nancy said not sure if you heard all about the big gas explosion here in Massachusetts.
What?
It was right next to something about her son. I can't read it, but
That is insane. We haven't even looked at the news.
yeah, glad your son's okay, Nancy.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your white pine stems, there should be 6, and you're going to separate them from the main piece. So you're just going to cut all these off, and you'll need 2 of them, so you'll have 12. And what we're going to do is introduce texture into our wreath first. So you've got to lay all your base, because we don't want it to look like just a fake evergreen Christmas tree. So we save these for when we want to stir our glue.
Yep.
They're great glue stirrers. So pulling them apart allows you to be able to snip, separate. So you just snip them right off your main stem. Just like so. Save that one. Put them over here in my box. So I'm going to actually attach these ones first. That way I just kind of keep it clean as I'm going around. So this is where you have your glue skillet. Move my box. I'm going to move the ribbons. So So they're out of the way. We'll bring this closer, and then you're going to want to lay these all in the same direction. So if you look at the way our wreath's going, it's going like this. So we want to keep everything going in that same direction. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your white pine with a dab of glue, and you're actually just going to stick it in, just like so. And you're going to keep on going all the way around. And I think I spaced them at about maybe 4 or 5 inches apart.
Yep.
Yeah. And you'll have enough to go all the way around. But again,
And this is a 24-inch frame?
this is 24 inches.
Grapevine.
Yeah, and
Not
I'll-
grapevine. Evergreen.
Evergreen. We're so used to grapevine
I know.
or Deca mesh. Dollar Tree, right?
This is like the first. Is this the first evergreen you've done this year?
This
Yeah,
year.
This year.
Yes. So,
No, I know where I want to go for dinner.
what?
Evergreen Cafe.
Oh, that's true. I haven't been to the Evergreen Cafe in a long time.
Oh, Valerie says she's working on the fall rag wreath while watching you. That's awesome.
Yay!
Hey Sharon. Hey Debbie.
So we're just keeping them all going.
Hi Shirley.
So I try to count so that I don't, like, for some reason, overly pad one side heavier than the other. So this makes 5. So you want to make sure about halfway around when you get to your 6th one. So again, all we're doing is creating more texture so that it doesn't look like everybody else's Joe generic evergreen wreath. And I'm just taking these and stuffing these into my evergreen base. So no rhyme or reason, just more probably towards the middle to the bottom than to the top.
Guys, like we said, don't worry about being late.
Yep.
We understand.
So I just keep, I have to kind of pick it up now because of the light box on the bottom. So I'm trying to just gauge these. I think I'm trying to think. I made 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 evergreen wreaths last year. I think we sold them all.
I think we made more than that.
And we did it in this manner because it doesn't look like all the other evergreen wreaths. Because people are just going to take this,
Yeah.
tie a ribbon around it, glue some balls on it.
Looks really full.
Yeah, well, it will when we're done. So, and as you can see, I'm angling them all in the same general direction. So I have 2
I think
left.
by the time you finish, you have about 12 of them on there, right?
Yes, there's 12. Because there's 6 on each.
Hi, Kathy.
And I have 1 left, so I usually just kind of eyeball it where I think I want an extra one.
I think we're both spaced out.
I know, right? I like
Maybe right between where your hand is right now. Your right one?
this one?
Yeah. No?
Oh, maybe. I'm not gonna overthink the process. So, big dab of glue. Slide it right in. So this is what it should look like once you've added all your white pine. And it's gonna shed a lot. Your evergreen, artificial evergreen is just gonna shed like crazy. There's not gonna be anything that you can do to prevent that from happening. So it's kind of like glitter. You just get used to it. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and
Hi, Susan. The base is from Hobby Lobby. It's just a 24-inch evergreen base. What's it about?
it's $9.99.
$9.99. Yep.
And now what I'm doing is going through the ficus and separating all my leaves off of here.
Hi, Patty. Hi, Donna.
So it actually gives you quite a bit on one branch, but you will need 2. I think that's how many we used last year. I'm going to keep these because they have my tags on them. So this is where, again, you take your ficus and you're just gonna start to glue these in more randomly on the top part of your evergreen. Just to kind of, again, give it some texture. It's weird, I know. People are like, what is she doing? She's putting ficus on top. Wait till I get in here with the ivy. You'd be like, I can't even tell it's an evergreen base. That's the point.
You can.
Yeah, you will. It just has a bunch of other textures here and there. So, I'm just kind of blending because the ficus kind of does a dark set of leaves and then a light set of leaves.
Hi Delphia, hi Kathy.
So you can have some kind of feather to the inside, which is why I was pulling my evergreen this way. Okay, this one's light. So I'm toggling with a dark piece. Putting that in. And then here's dark, so I'm going to come in with a lighter piece. I'm going to do it right here. Just like this. And I think once you see the end result, you guys will be like, what's that?
We actually lost the connection.
Did we really?
Yep.
How did we do that?
Can you get back on? Don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to lose connection on a hardwire.
I know.
Guess again. Thanks, Facebook.
Yeah, but it came right back on, so.
Are you guys still there?
Yeah, it says everybody's still there, so.
Okay. Thumbs up if you guys can hear and see us. Steve says we lost connection. Odd. Should not have happened. Okay. I'm not worried about my glue. I find that if I get a big old blob of glue somewhere.
Okay.
What?
Christina said no, we didn't, but it was weird on the.
On our end, we
On our
did.
end, it said lost connection. I had to reconnect back to Mevo, so.
Crazy stuff.
I think for a couple of people, they might have seen a brief glitch,
Maybe.
but
So if you wait for your glue to dry, then you can go ahead and pull it off in an entire piece rather than,
a couple of gals said yes, and a couple of gals said no.
what, losing
Yeah.
the coverage.
Awesome, yeah. Ellie said hi, Ellie from Tennessee. I don't think I have seen you before. Is Steve your husband? Yes, I'm her husband.
Yeah, he is. Cameraman slash husband slash jack of all trades. Yeah. He does it so I can just talk to you guys about what I'm doing and he can just read the comments.
Katie, that is a Sure Bonder glue skillet.
And it's crazy because I looked this up on the internet at Amazon. They're sold out. I even went to Surebonder's website. Someone was saying, I can't find it. What do I do? It appears as though they're sold out. But have faith, they usually come back again. You dying there, babe?
Yeah, kind of.
Do you need aid? Should we render aid for you?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. So as you can see, I got about halfway around with my ficus. So now I'm going to come back in and snip a few more pieces. Make sure I have enough to go all the way around.
I turned up our volume a little bit,
Because I think you
Shirley.
turned it down.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Susan, yes, those are Gorilla Glue sticks that we cut up and we put inside the glue skillet, so yes.
And I'll show you how I did it. Because I did it just before we went on live to make sure it all melted before I kneaded them. So I'm just going through and you can see I'm stripping it off of the main parts of my ficus stem. So I'm just sitting here doing this, and that. So I have nothing left. Just an empty stick. What?
Well, Nancy says the red live button keeps blinking, not staying solid.
That is so weird.
It could, I think, just be from the storms. So.
Or all the
Vi
people
said
who
seems
are,
better again now.
or all the people who are currently on internet.
Yeah. Ellie, we're making the video. It's called the Mevo camera.
We're doing what?
The video is from the Mevo.
Yeah.
We're using the Mevo camera
Not on our phones.
directly plugged into our Ethernet.
Which is supposed to ensure that we don't lose connectivity or have broadcast interruptions.
Yeah, that's the first time that's happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now we can call and complain to our internet provider because that's usually their fast answer for everything. Well, if you plugged it in directly, I shouldn't have any issues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Cherie. She says, hi, first time watching live. Love all your videos.
Hi, Cherie. Thank you for joining us.
It's Sherie.
Okay. That's not too unusual of a spelling.
Yeah.
So I'm just going back in, adding, thickening it up.
Well, that's awesome, Deb. She said, hello, Kat. I'm late but here. I made it through surgery, and now I can sit here and watch all your...
What kind of
Assuming
surgery you
live.
have, Deb? I need a light leaf. So I'm going to try to use all of the pieces I have, even though I've now gotten to the point where I have met where I've started. And as you see, I'm laying them all in the same direction again. So I'm just going to come in and add some in here. I've added those to the inside. Come back down. I think I'll add a light one. So I'm adding some to the inside rim. And this is where having a glue skillet just works so nice. Because I have it set to the right temperature where it's hot enough to melt the glue, but not hot enough to burn. Like if I was to grab it or move it, it's not going to burn. It won't burn me.
Yep, so it's a Sure Bonder glue skillet. They also sell, obviously, Sure Bonder glue sticks.
Yeah.
But we just bought the skillet, and we use Gorilla glue sticks.
Well, we bought the pellets that I think they suggested because they always want to suggest a few things to you.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I'll show you how I just chop them all up and just let them melt.
Oh, wow, Deb said she had a plate fusion in her foot.
Wow.
No weight bearing for 8 weeks. Well, we hope you get better, Deb. We're praying for you.
Yeah, that means that she's going to be making a lot of wreaths. Hopefully from bed.
Yeah. Thank you, Christina.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. At least you can watch some videos.
Binge watch.
Have her husband serve her.
There you go. So I'm just coming back in, thickening this up.
Cherie's also from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so she's getting a lot of rain and water too.
Rain, what is that like?
Hope you guys don't get any flooding.
Yeah, we don't
Brenda,
know.
yeah, it's a 24-inch evergreen. We got it from Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hobby Lobby $9.99 evergreen frame. So
Patricia said she bought the Elite skillet from Amazon a couple weeks ago. Works great. As long as it's certified for a glue skillet, anything will work.
there's some people who swear that they use their electric skillet, and I'm like, okay, that, you know, if it works for you, great. I'm always leery about using stuff that it wasn't designed for use for. So let me show you what this looks like so far.
Hi, Lisa.
This is me just adding the ficus to it.
Got it?
Got it? Okay. Always make sure you have it. Sometimes it takes a minute to zoom in. So I'm just going to come in and cut a couple pieces of my ivy. And I usually look for different colors. So this is where buying things in bulk. And that's a lot of times what I'll do is I look for a big bush that I can cut down, and I'll go that route. So I just want a couple different pieces, different textures. I'm kind of playing with them to see what I like.
Hi, Brenda. Hi, Mona. Hi, Adele.
Push this one right in here.
Jeanette said she uses an electric skillet and bought it at a yard sale for $1 and
See?
Gorilla glue sticks. Just be careful that.
There's some people who say that works.
Yeah.
This, by the way, is a 7-inch glue skillet, because there's people who are like, well, it shows on Amazon they have a 4-inch, and it's like, it's not the same one. It would be really baby small. I don't know how it would work because I haven't used it.
Rhonda asked if you're going to the Wreath Makers convention.
I am on the waiting list to go. I don't know. It'll just be whenever they decide to open that back up. So right now everybody's just on a wait list.
Yep.
But if we can go, we will be there. Which would be fun. Even just to meet people.
Yep. Shirley said this is going to be beautiful. Wish I had the greens to make this. Gonna have to go make a
Hobby
Hobby Lobby
fun.
or AC Moore trip. Yep.
Right?
Marcia looking beautiful already. Hi Dawn and hi Vera.
So you can see like when I can't get my greens to lay the way that I need, I'll just like kind of grab them, bunch them up so I can stuff them in the
Yvonne says she
skillet.
has a 4-inch skillet and it works pretty good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, it would just be too tough because I got big hands, so I want
That's
a
you.
bigger skillet. Yeah.
That's you. Okay, I'm gonna take this one, I think. Yeah. I'm just looking at places where it's like really overly dark and just coming in and lightening it up with some, this is ivy. So it kind of ties into the Christmas theme, like, what is it, the ivy and the holly. So,
Sandra says she has 3 pre-lit evergreen wreaths, so watching this is going to be very helpful in decorating them.
you have orders for them?
No, she already has 3 of them pre-lit. She
Oh.
probably bought them pre-lit.
Okay, yeah, and Hobby Lobby does sell the pre-lit ones, so option you do have. But I think the pre-lit ones you have to plug in. This one's just a battery pack.
Yeah.
So it could sit on the customer's front door. The one that we used last year kind of went over our mantle. So I'm gonna look for some that are kind of more red.
Christina says she's got the newer Sherbonder glue pot, you know, the glue pot versus the skillet. She said that one works great. I mean, we've seen it, but we haven't used it before.
And it's funny too, because I know Shinoida has them. Remember when we went on our field trip out to Shinoida? They had the
Susan said something. She said, I heard for tax reasons they can't sell tickets yet for the convention.
That's interesting. I wonder why. There's so many things going on right now that's just crazy. Like now what I'm hearing is that people can't use ManyChat because Facebook is, there's something going on with Facebook, and I think it's because Facebook's missing out on some of the opportunity to collect money, but they're saying that it's almost like a spam.
Yeah.
So now Facebook is like watching how many notifications people send out through the messenger bots, and so now people are on a hold from using their messenger bots. So I was like, glad I waited.
Hi Tricia, glad you're back on.
Did he come back?
She said she got booted out, but she's back in. Yeah. There's a bunch of gals from North Carolina, South Carolina. Donna said hello from North Carolina, waiting for Florence. I heard it's going to be a really slow moving hurricane too, so.
Well, we'll be praying for you. But
Yvonne, yeah, that's the first thing Kathy did, was she put the lights, wrapped the lights around.
always lights first.
Yep.
Because now I'm going to sit here and go through, and I'm just looking at areas where I want to kind of come in and add some ivy.
Amy, I can zoom in really quick on the one on the door,
Which one?
the wreath on the door.
Oh, the one we did that last Friday, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was our last Friday. We made the new technique, the weave and curl. So I'm going in here.
Wow. Well, Dawn says she just bought an electric skillet for her glue. Vi said she just popped onto Amazon, California, and said the 7-inch skillet is listed at $900.
Okay, that's because they're all sold out right
She
now.
said that's not a typo.
Yeah, I know, because they're all sold out. If you go to Sherbonder's website, they don't even have them. It says sold out, 7-inch.
This usually happens around this time before Christmas. Is there's a
And
run
they'll
on
come
these
back.
glue skillets? Yeah.
They'll come back, but there'll be a slight price increase. And then they'll, if you wait, like don't jump on the wagon and buy it right away, but wait just a little bit, then the price will come down again.
Yep.
So it won't come down to, I think they should be selling for around $45 to $50. And I know that's crazy. I think I got mine when it was $35. Okay, So let me show you what the ivy looks like. Such. Because now we're going to go in and start to embellish. So this is our base. Our base is done. So let me flick the light on. So there's our lights. So that's what our lights look like inside. Got it?
Yep.
I'm going to turn them off.
They look a lot better too when it's darker.
Oh yeah. So I'm trying to get them off. There's like,
Christina said they can't sell the tickets here because they have to, they would make a profit in 2018, but they need to spend the money in 2019.
oh,
So
okay,
the
so
tickets
they'll be
probably won't go on
waiting.
sale till January, February, yeah.
That makes sense, because they're not even going through until August. Echo, stop. Okay, so now we're gonna create our bow. And I'm going to, I don't wanna use this one yet. Usually what I do, I will use a bunch in the bow, and then I usually pick 2 primary colors that I'll use to weave my ribbons in. So I'm looking at the colors I have.
Kimberly, when she puts the lights in first, obviously, there might be some glue that gets on the lights, but it's
That's
fine.
why I turn them on periodically to make sure.
Yeah.
They're fine because it's just, they're small little LEDs and then coated wire. So we should be good. I think, I want to add that one. I think I'm going to go.
Well, that's good. Patricia said her 7-inch Elite glue scale was only $18, and Dawn said she got hers on Amazon for about $30. But yeah, I think they're sold out for now.
They are sold out.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's exactly what happened last year. I think I'm going to use these 5 for my bow. So they're not going to be like in this order because it's going to be weird. It's going to be like this, probably.
Oh, Dan said she's going to try the weave and curl this week. That's
It's
awesome.
fun to do. I might do it. I'm just picking my order so I know which way I want to do them. I think like that. And then of course they'll all fan out. So I'm going to move my skillet for now. Get this off to the side. This I'm going to set to the side, and I'm going to move this so we can use our bow. I'm like, wow. There we go. Okay.
Oh, Life said she was on Amazon Canada for that price. So
But even still,
Canada's always overpriced.
right? So I'm going to use my bow dabra. Just, I can get through the bow making part of it pretty quick. It's always good to get your bow and then add your embellishments so you know how much room you have. All these ribbons came
Thank you, Christina. Angela asked to see if we had seen any of the ribbon forms at the Dollar Tree. You know, like the awareness ribbon forms
at the Dollar
at the
Tree.
Dollar Tree.
I have not.
But Christina says she has some, and she's gonna help Angela out.
Christina Hayden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all my ribbon today came from Christina, courtesy of Gordon's, because she did a live, she Skyped me, not Skyped, FaceTimed me
FaceTime, yeah.
when she went to Gordon's, and I wanted to look in their ribbon selection, so we FaceTimed. So I kind of went on a shopping trip with Christina.
So
Okay.
Christina is the bomb.
Christina is the bomb. So we're going to take the 2.5 inch.
You're all the bomb.
We're going to fold it in half to do our dovetail. So normally it has a wired edge. This one actually has a wired edge, but it's more in. It's like a film strip. So the wire edge is here and here. So I'm going to fold it. And then I'm going to go from the folded edge to the top, cutting through the wire. And then there's your dovetail. So let's see. I'm not going to be overly concerned about the tail part. Probably leave them about that long, which is 12 inches. So I'm doing 12-inch tails. So
Hey Yvonne. Yvonne said she thinks she would love the Easy Bow Maker. It's so much like the Bow Dabra.
it is probably. Okay, so to start with the bow dabra, you take it, I'm doing 12-inch tails, so I have dovetail cut, and then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna twist it once, and then you slide it in the middle. So all this is going to do, obviously it's on a spring, is just hold it for you. So now I'm going to create the loop. And this looks sparkly. I think I'm going the wrong way.
Oop.
There we go. My ribbon. Okay. So now it's on the floor unwinding. You just do the twist and push it down. And I'm going to do a little bit larger for my 2.5 inch. Thanks, babe. So let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. 5 inch loops. Thank you. So we're going to do another 5. So it's always just twist and push it down. So I'm just going to make sure they are the right size. And then I'm going to just do 2 of each. So I'm going to put 2 on each side. Make sure they measure up. And it's just easier for me to turn my bow rather than fight the ribbon roll. That's just me. It's just what works for me. So again, 12-inch tail. I'm trying to set this where I can measure 12 inches pretty quickly. So right here. Why does that not seem like 12? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8. Okay. There we go.
And we actually finally went to our Costco today, and they actually finally had Christmas ribbon.
Right? But limited selection.
Limited selection, so we got some Christmas ribbon today too.
Yeah. Well, and one fall, I think I got one fall. And then a peacock ribbon. So, I think that one kind of came out a little squirrely. Just not quite a point. Having that wire in the middle just kind of throws you.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that one. Then I'm going to grab my next 2.5 inch. Open that. You always want to make sure you cut your little folded end off. Are you pulling this up?
Yeah, I like it so they can see it.
Oh, this one I'm not using.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to incorporate silver. And it has like the silver and gold trees. So I'll probably save that for silver and gold. So because we left off our tail here, we're going to come over here with our tail. 12 inches, twist, and just push it back inside.
Angela, I don't know, we haven't checked lately. She asked if has anyone been able to order a case of those awareness ribbon forms.
If someone has the SKU number and it's from Dollar Tree, you should be able to.
Yeah, we haven't seen them in months either, Christina.
We haven't actually gone to Dollar Tree in a long time. We went.
It's been about a month, I would say.
See, that's a long time for us.
It is. Yeah.
He hated it today when I walked into Costco and I was like, oh, Christmas trees, you know what that means? And he goes, what? And I was like, Christmas ribbon. He's like, no, not more ribbon. It looks really bad. Like, people think I'm a ribbon hoarder now. I do have a really bad collection for ribbon.
Well, I think most crafters, once they get into wreathing, they feel the same way.
Even Caitlin, when Caitlin got here today, she was like, she opened one box and she goes, there's ribbon in here.
Oh, thank you, Gail. She says she's got the SKU. Hold on.
See? Okay, so here's the 12. We'll do the dovetail. So fold it and go from the folded end to the point. This one actually has the wire at the very point. So take this one, take that one, and then I think I said we're going with the copper. I'm hoping for not overly glitter in any of these. After the fiasco of the last glitter,
Right?
yeah, which was just everywhere in our house.
That one's like a sheer glitter. It's almost like a small window pane, huh?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It is pretty.
It's a sheer. So this one's kind of copper colored. So now I'm coming in with the 1.5 inch. And I'm not going to go quite 12 inches on the tail. I think I'm going to take these down to about 10.
Donna, a ribbon form is kind of like a wire round wreath form.
Think of the cancer awareness ribbons.
Yeah, think of what the cancer awareness looks like. And they actually make a two-sided form that
We
you can use to
have
make
one,
an awareness. Yeah, we do. That's right, huh?
We have one, but I think I got it from, it was in the stash that I bought. And it was weird because I think the one I have is going to be a little difficult to do because it doesn't have an awful lot of rails. It just has an outline. So I'm probably going to have to glue it to get it to work. So again, go with a 10-inch tail. Oh, do you want me to hold it?
Yep. I'll zoom out.
So this is an awareness ribbon form. So it's just like all those breast cancer ribbons, the yellow ribbons for cancer. This is an awareness wreath form.
Yep.
So as you can tell on here, it doesn't have like that middle rail. So these become more of a challenge to work a deco mesh through.
Right.
So let me, now I'm gonna go back in. This was my favorite. This was like a harlequin with, it looks like little jewels that go opposite in the harlequin pattern. So this is the one I'm actually going to use that goes through my wreath. Probably this. I have to think of the other one because you'll need a 1.5 and a 2.5. So same thing, tail ends here. We're adding it here. I'm going to take this one to about 8. I'm bringing them in a little bit smaller. And each time I'm taking my loops when I add a new color ribbon and I'm bringing them in just a little bit so that they're getting smaller as we go towards the middle.
Yeah. Maybe the ribbon wraps would be a little bit difficult for the awareness one because it meets, it crosses. So you wouldn't be able to wrap it, or you could, but it would be difficult. Just have to play with it, yeah.
I think for me, what I was thinking is you'd almost, now that we know so many different styles of way to do the,
Oh, thank you, Sandra. She said she just looked up that SKU number, which Sandra provided, which is 262786, and says looks like you can order a case of the awareness ribbon forms.
oh, very good. Okay, so I'll take these.
Thank you, gals. Thank you, Sandra.
Yes, thank you guys.
You guys rock.
They do. Okay, and then I'm going to take this burlap. I don't know if I want to add this to this or not. Because it's going to sit right on top of this. So this would actually cover.
Maybe you could do it underneath the other one and take that one out for now.
Then it would look weird because it's like a solid.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think I'm going to leave this one out. So let's look and see what it looks like. Pipe cleaner. I have green. Green is not going to work with gold. So I just need beige. And then we can start to add the rest of our ribbon and our embellishments. Thanks, babe. So I'm going to take this with my Bodabra, smash it all down to compress it, take my pipe cleaner, get it ready in my U shape, flip this up, kind of hold it in my hands.
Thank you, Rhonda. She said, love to watch and learn from Kat.
Thank you. So
And all the gals that are on here are also so helpful.
right?
Regina, if you look up, Sandra posted it up about 10 posts ago. It's 262786.
Wow, you remembered that?
No, I'm looking at the book.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow. Okay, so let me stuff this back in the box, get it out of the way. So I'm actually going to fluff this on the wreath, and I'm going to look for where I have my battery pack so that I can kind of want to make it a little off center. So I think I have a bare spot right here. So this is where I'm going to actually stick my ribbon, and my battery pack's right here. So I'm okay.
Gotcha.
So on these wreaths, I'm just going to feed it through. I feel the fuzzy pipe cleaner.
The awareness ribbon, you could use probably like a pink 5.5-inch deco mesh
Or you can just order like 4-inch ribbon.
or 4-inch ribbon.
4-inch ribbon and wrap it, because we've always looked at, oh my god, where would you use 4-inch ribbon? Hey, so I'm going to take this and turn it so all my tails come down in the middle.
It's a lot of tails.
It is a lot of tails
9
because
tails.
we're not putting a sign in it. So now I'll just take these and pull these opposite, starting from the bottom, so it's wired in there really good.
Linda, hope you find some good stuff. She said they're headed out to South Dakota next week and check out the Dollar Tree.
Oh, very good. So I try to get them to where they'll be opposite of the ones that are already below it. So these are going to go one low and one high. And then Fluff. Same thing. One low. Actually, I'll probably bring this one up a little higher. Make it go right in the middle. Same thing here. And I think this turned out good. I think if we would have put that other color in, it would have just,
Dulled it down.
it would have dulled down the one that I really like, which is that Harlequin print.
Linda, the leaves that she has on there is they're picks of white pine. They are picks of ivy, and they are picks of, I can't think of the name.
Ficus.
Ficus picks.
Ficus leaves, white pine, and
And
ivy
ivy. Yeah.
on an evergreen base. So, okay, let me show you the bow. So here's your bow. Are you zooming out?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm zoomed in. I'm
Oh.
low.
Okay. There's the bow.
Got it.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take these and move these.
Christina said, love, love, love that Harlequin.
I know. See, she'll be like, I'm going back to Gordon's.
I'm sure she already got it.
She probably did. I'm probably going to need to place another order because I really like that. Now I'm going to want to know, Christina, does that come in a, I'm trying to think of what color. I don't think I want to do two. I definitely want this, and I think I'm going to actually use
I would say that, yeah.
these two.
Yep.
Okay, so now here's what you're going to do. Don't need to dovetail this, but I'm trying to remember how I did these last year.
Hey, Jackie. No problem being late. You can always watch the replay, and you can just watch from now on.
So you guys wanted to know how I crisscross my ribbons. I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to let it sit here because I'm eventually going to So you're going to kind of do a tuck. Am I going to do this? Yes. Let me see. We'll see what I do. Usually what I do is just poke it, and then I look at how I have it.
Christina said she's going back to get more.
Hey, Shirley.
A lot of people said love the bow, very pretty.
Thank you. So I want this one to be kind of elegant.
Yeah, Kim, the base is a 24-inch standard evergreen base you can get from Hobby Lobby or AC Moore or Joann's, Michael's. And then she added ivy, ficus, and white pine to it.
So I kind of keep my hand in, like you're just poking it down into your evergreen,
Hey, Jan.
just like I'm doing here.
Bonnie said, beautiful bow there, girly girl. You do good. Love, Christmas.
Thank you. So, and I'm going to let this hang down pretty long because I like really long tails. So what I've done is I've kind of just, it's like an inchworm, just in and out.
Crisscross.
So it's not crisscross yet. So
I
it's
gotcha.
just going this way. I might not crisscross this one. I'll see. So So I just kind of leave my beginning tail because I'll secure that down. But you've got to start your
Hey, Bobby. Bobby said I had to come back and see what you're doing.
making a Christmas wreath. Okay,
Yeah, our first evergreen this year.
this year. Okay, so pokey, pokey, pokey. So sometimes you got to look at the one that you have on the other side and go, did you make large loops? Did you make small loops? You kind of want to keep them the same as far as the number goes.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Linda.
And then if your evergreen branches are in the way, just kind of push them to the side. This one I'm going to duck. Pull it to the other side. So
Hi, Cindy. Hi, gals. Just joining on.
1, 2.
You're about
three.
170.
Okay. So, and I'm going to jump right here to this one. It's just weird. You kind of just tuck and go. And then this one I'll tuck.
Then what you'll do is with the evergreen, what do you call it? The fingers, right?
It's okay.
Okay, I'll let you do it.
So I'm just letting the tails be a little long. So that one's done. So now I'm going to come back up. So let me show you what I've done so far. These will be the tails that hang off the end. They'll be dealt with once we secure all these. So I've just kind of poked little holes in them all the way along just to make sure. You want to have an inner and then you want to have an outer. So this one is actually going to go along the outside. If I choose to crisscross it, I'll probably, then I have to go here, 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 here. I could do it either way.
Right.
But let me see what this is going to look like first. Probably will crisscross them.
Donna, yeah, she will secure the ribbon in the branches, or she'll do it her own way.
Well, see now you guys are like, show us how you crisscross the ribbon. I was like, darn it, I totally forgot how to do that. Now I remembered. Okay, so you have to go one, and then you go to the outside. And then you're going to go from the outside back
Hi,
to
Donna.
the inside.
She said new to Cats Creations here, lovely.
Thank you.
Welcome, happy Friday. Jan says it's going to look amazing.
So in. Okay.
Hey, Shorty.
So going back, I'm going to make a loop right here. Okay. And then I'm going to jump back to the outside. So I'm kind of going, it's kind of like tying your shoelaces, I guess. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're doing your shoelaces, sometimes, like this is how I cheat. Sometimes when I put my shoelaces on, I go in and I go back out. So just bear with me when I try to figure out.
Ah, so Shorty Mac changed his Facebook name. It says Gary McDaniel.
Yeah.
Hi, Gary. Or Shorty.
I
Is
think
Shorty your
people still
nickname?
know him. Yeah, Shorty, because I see him on Melissa's page.
Yeah, I do too. I've seen him on there.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, we know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just start this one and make sure I'm doing it right.
Thanks for sharing, guys.
So this one's going to start on the outside. So, outside.
Right, Bobby? She says she likes that everyone gets together here.
It's really awesome. And totally blessed by the people I have.
Yeah, all the women and guys help each other out.
Mm-hmm. They really do.
Rhonda, yes, that Kat does have a private group that you can join. She can tell you more about it.
Well, you can while I'm trying to figure out my bow thing.
So on the top of her Cat's Creation page, she has a post. And if you open that post up, it gives you a link and shows you how to join.
$17 a month.
Yep.
You get discounts from our ribbon vendors, which is Bobby at Perpetual Ribbons, Lee at Personally Yours, Jane at Jane's Front Door Decor, and then Chris at Affordable Wreath Signs. And then not only that, you get the materials list for all the wreaths that we're doing. So I'm just kind of playing with this and seeing, was this how I did this last year? I want to make sure I have enough gap. And then in. So I'll show you what I'm doing. What are you doing, Pat?
You need me, right?
Yeah, I will need them. You are super smart. So I'm going like in, then jumping back to the outside, then I come back and I crisscross. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it the way I did and pick one color to be the in, pick one color to be your out. And then I'm going to flip it.
Susan, you can tie them in the branches, but she's going to show you what she does.
You can. It's just sometimes some of the wreaths, like this is what a lot of people had told me, is that a lot of their the evergreen wreaths that they got were very thin and they didn't have an awful lot to it. So what they were struggling with, oh my god, I'm not going to have enough coverage. But see, by adding the extra greenery, you kind of do.
Yep.
Make sure this one goes. Trying to get it to go
And the good
down.
thing about the private group too is even if you miss the video, you can always go back and watch it on the private group.
They like that replays.
Replay. And she also gives you a material list of every wreath that she does in the private group.
Okay, so
Or lantern swag or centerpiece or whatever.
so this is generally what I do is I take my pipe cleaner.
Okay, bye Bobby. She
Take-
says gotta go work on picks, but I've got you playing in the background.
Oh, okay. So what I do is I take my pipe cleaner and I just tie it in like a pair of shoes, and then I'll come back and cut them all. See, like here, I know my wreath form. My frame is here, so I've attached it to my frame. I need to go up and in. Hold on. There you go. And then I'll take it like this and I'll pull it. So it doesn't come out. And then you can really like play and pull your ribbons, because then they're not going to go anywhere.
Connie, she usually does 2 lives a week in the private group. Sometimes
Yeah.
more. She does like a...
The
she
month
does-
of October? Yeah,
Yeah.
the month of October is going to be crazy. I think we're doing 8 or 9 in the private group.
Yeah.
Because we're going to kind of put the business classes and the coaching classes on hold and really focus on, let's get to the tutorial part.
I think you have a book club too that you're gonna finish up and then probably put it on.
Yeah, I think our book club's almost done. And then we're starting another one. It's a Christmas one. So it's just kind of, they liked it so far, the people who have participated in it. It's just something fun to do. So it's not all about,
Constant wreath making.
yeah, it kind of gives your brain
A break.
a break.
Sorry
And-
if I'm finishing your sentences.
That's why I love you. Okay, so I'm just going through now and pulling all my ribbon on each one's like the gold copper. So then I can sit here once I've secured them and pull them so that I can actually fluff them, make sure the ribbons are nice and crisp loops. But you can't do that until you secure them. Because otherwise when you go to pull on them, they come right out.
So yes, you can see she's actually tying down the ribbon
In the
with
loop
their
section.
pipe cleaners in the loop sections each time she does a crossover.
Yeah. I'm trying to. There it goes. And you just hide them.
She could use the branches, but she prefers using the pipe cleaners.
It just, like I said, some evergreen wreaths don't have enough greenery in it. There are some people who use that and kind of twist that in, but I just prefer to do the pipe cleaner and just cut them.
Yeah.
See, so now I can sit here and just really crisp up. Oops, didn't do that one. Missed that one.
She'll do one side and then she'll turn around and do the other side.
Yeah, I'll just take this. This is how it worked best for me. I tried doing the branches. It just didn't work. Let me got the battery box right here. Oop. frame. Right here. There's an inner and outer frame, so the ones that are on the inside I'm attaching to the inner frame. The ones that are on the outside I'm attaching to the outer frame. See, so now I can really take them, except for this one's got to get attached along with that. So these I can pull. You just don't want to pull too hard, and then you pull them. Like if you find your loops are a little too full, you can kind of feed them through. Okay, so this one I have secured. This one I've secured. This one I have not. So I'm almost done with this side.
Christina said, "Yep, I need all these ribbons. I'm going shopping tomorrow."
Steve would say, no, you don't. You have enough ribbon, use what you use.
Well, at least she has Gordon's that she can go get them at.
I know.
Cool.
Okay, Christina, if they have the Harlequin in a 2.5, I need a 2.5, and I need the 1.5.
You have the 1.5. You need more?
I'm gonna need more. I like it, it's really pretty. I can see using that quite a bit.
It is pretty. Thinks it'll be a very versatile ribbon.
It will. Okay. Just skip the one in the middle. Okay. And then I'll go through and cut all my pipe cleaners off at the end. I just want to make sure I have them secured so I can pull like this. So this is how I crisscross them. I gotta get this one. These are why evergreens generally take a lot of time. This is where you see a lot of wreath makers who will charge $130 and up. Depends on what they put in it. Obviously, the more materials you put in it, you're going to want to make sure that you charge to make sure you get your material cost back out. So this one's going to go between.
Christina said, "You got it."
She's like, I know you're good for it. Then she'll probably like message me a whole bunch of pictures and go, look what else Gordon's got in today. I'll be like, no. Yes.
No.
No. That's Steve. No. Don't buy her anymore.
The good news is now we have kind of room in the craft room.
Well, yeah. I'll need them to, we'll be redesigning the craft room.
Yeah.
Which will be nice because I can actually find all my stuff.
Oh, that's funny. She's all, "Do you cook in your kitchen?" Not as much as we used to.
Now it's only me and Steve.
Yeah.
And Steve's been traveling so much that like he's only really home for the weekend. And then he travels throughout the week, so he'll come home on a Friday, and it's usually late Friday, so it's really only Saturday and Sunday.
Well, next week I have to fly back to Daytona
Back to Daytona.
Wednesday, and then I fly back really early Friday, so I'll be back around 10:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Friday, 10:30, 11.
That's right. So these are hanging.
Christina said, "It's an excuse. Kat needs me to go shopping."
That's what she's going to tell her husband.
Yeah.
I have to go because Kat asked me to go.
Gail said she needs a she shed. Yeah.
Right?
Well, Kat has a she room.
I have a
craft room.
Craft room now. But it was funny because I was talking to Caitlin, because Caitlin was asking what are we going to do when we get rid of our kitchen table, and I'm like, it's really easy. I'm going to get a workbench tabletop. Steve doesn't know this yet, that's why he's looking at me funny. What? And set it up along the wall, and then I can do my lives that way. So it'll be facing the wall. So I can have the whole thing. Because we don't, if it's just Steve and I, we don't sit at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
So there's no point. Okay, so I'm securing the ones that I have here. So these will blend once I get them. Okay, so let me show you half. So yes, they are all secured in. So look, I can sit here and do this with all my loops. All of them. They're not going to come out. So that's the little crisscross thing where they just kind of jump back and forth over one another, which is great because then when you go to add your embellishments, where you have the little pockets is where you stick your embellishments. Okay, so let me just pull these around. So I'm gonna go outside. Now that I know how to do it, I should be able to get it done pretty quickly. And then we're just gonna glue our embellishments on. And
almost call it a night.
call it a night. Yep. This evergreen will take you a lot longer.
That's
So-
it, you'll need that kitchen table for grandkids.
Not for a while.
Yeah, not for a while.
They're like in no hurry
Nope.
to add to that.
Okay.
See, Isaiah's right here. Nope, we're good. They're like, we're having fun, just getting used to the fact that we have no parental
Yep.
guidelines right now. Okay. So, I'm gonna just tie these as I go. It'll make it go much quicker. I'm just gonna do these and then flip. So your whole goal is to zigzag back and forth, in and out,
Kind of tie in as you're going.
tying as you're going. So whenever you decide that you like where you poked it, and remember, like I said, you can move your evergreens out of the way, tie it. So you have an inner and an outer ring, so you can just suck it on down. And yeah, I do use a lot of pipe cleaners, but it's gonna stand up to the weather a whole heck of a lot better.
Yeah, they'll really be secured in.
Yeah. People could, pull on them if they want to go and fluff them. They're not gonna come out. Trying to find my middle.
Yeah, that ribbon came out really pretty. The bow came out really pretty.
The harlequin on.
Yeah.
Well, just, I think all the colors were good. Okay. I'm almost done. I'm almost, done with this ribbon. Now that I figured out how to make it work.
Lynn said she gave her nephew their formal like-new dining room suite a few years ago when they bought a larger house. Yeah, we're probably going to give this table to our oldest daughter.
Yeah.
We bought our youngest daughter a set of couch and tables.
Kitchen table and chairs.
Oh, Rhonda, I think we already told you can buy pipe cleaners in bulk at Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Shinoda or specialty stores. You can really get the colors you want, different colors you want. Check Amazon. I don't know where else you could get them in different colors. Hobby Lobby does have a lot of colors.
They really do.
They've got them in brown, beige, white, green, black, blue. So I think it's typically about 140, right?
Yeah, 140 to the package at Hobby Lobby.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of taking these and kind of bunching them all together. So once I get to the bottom, then it'll have a big, huge tail.
Sorry about that.
What's that?
Ron, I think she asked earlier, where can you buy pipe cleaners in bulk, and
Oh, yeah.
I didn't answer.
You didn't grab it?
Nope, I didn't grab it.
Shame on you. Shame on you in a good way. And so, this is why having those gaps in your evergreens is key, so that you can tuck better. Okay. And then of course, if you're not doing it on camera, you can do it a lot quicker. Because you're like not tucking and doing it.
Yeah, Tricia, she said she ordered some pipe cleaners from Craft Outlet and was not that impressed with them. They break.
Really?
Yeah, they actually are thinner. The ones at Hobby Lobby are pretty thick. They're actually pretty nice.
I like them. They're very, I call them like, some people call them fuzzy sticks, and now I understand where they get that from, is because they are very fuzzy, they're very thick.
Or Chanel stems or pipe cleaners.
trying to get my, here we go. We need to go here. Okay. So what other questions do you guys have? Wiring them for ribbon, and then add, I think the embellishments actually goes pretty quick once you get your ribbons in. I think. Had I actually done the inner and outer, we would have been done. But everyone's like, how do you do the crisscross?
Christina said that ribbon is so shiny.
This one?
Yeah.
I know. She's like, I'll be getting some of that.
It doesn't look like it sheds a lot of glitter either.
It doesn't,
That's good.
which I like. Not a lot of glitter.
Oh, Deanna asked, can you turn on the lights again?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, she will in a second. Let her finish, get her crisscross down, and then
Get
she'll
my-
turn it on.
Get my zip ties in so I can. Okay, where'd you go? It bent.
And once the lights are in, too, once you turn them on, you can actually adjust them a little bit and pull them back out a little bit.
I don't even need
Just
to
kind
worry
of have
about
to lay
it.
them on loosely.
That's why I just kind of went like this
Yeah.
and just weaved them in. Okay, pine. I'm trying to bring my ribbon back up. Go back over. See if her
Brenda, she got this ribbon actually from Christina at Gordon's.
Christina, you should make money now. You should just be a personal shopper.
Right?
She could just take ribbon orders. So, you know, she knows how much. It's very expensive. Like when I did it, I made the mistake because I was like, oh, can you show me the Mardi Gras aisle? And then I saw the Mardi Gras mesh. I was like, okay, I want that and I want that. And I knew it's going to automatically put me into a balloon rate with the box. So I was like, and Lord knows when I ask Christina to go get my Mardi Gras masks, I'll be like, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. In a good way though.
I've got it zoomed in a little bit.
Okay. So I'm almost, I'll probably end this one here. Yeah. So let me, I want really long tails at the bottom. That's why I'm letting the tails kind of hang. So now I will, one final chenille stem to gather the ones at the bottom together.
Yeah.
I know, I'm trying to cut and do it at the same time. There we go. So now I can fix these ones a little bit.
Good night, Liz.
She's logging off.
Yeah, she said good night, all Wreath's beautiful. She's probably on the East Coast.
Okay.
And Christina said the masks in the city are so pretty.
I bet. I have one that came from that wreath stash,
Yeah.
and it's gorgeous. So I'm like, I know Kaylee asked for one, so I haven't decided. Am I gonna give it to her?
I think you've got everything you need to make it now.
I
Mardi
do.
Gras wreath, yeah.
Although, no, because I'm gonna still probably want the Mardi Gras beads.
Well, we can get those. I mean, Hobby Lobby has a lot of those beads. Green and purple and different colors, gold.
So I'm just trimming my ribbons. It does, I mean, there's some glitter. Not as much as like when Bobby was doing her tree topper bow, but there's some.
Any other questions you guys have?
Okay,
She's
so,
almost done.
well, with the
Well,
ribbon.
with the ribbon.
With the ribbon part. But adding the embellishments is the easiest, probably the easiest part. Okay, so this, these, I think,
Now you can pick it up and turn the lights on.
yeah, I will. Let me make sure I have all my stuff. fluff all my bows. Okay. Well, don't worry about that because it goes the
Yeah.
other direction. It's up. So, plates on. So, can you turn that light off?
Yeah.
Let me show you. Kind of hard to see with the lights right now. What do you guys think?
I'll turn them all off really quick and then they can see.
You won't be able to tell the colors because it's too dark. So now turn the lights back on, babe. Okay, so
Yep.
you can see them. They're all here,
They just kind of peek out here and there.
which is how you want them to be.
Right.
Okay, so let me. I'm gonna leave my. I really want to take these off because they're in the way. Let me just twist this. This is what I was trying to do when you were doing the light thing. So I can cut all these off. And see, they're still on their sequence.
Yeah. Which is pretty. It gives a variance.
That's Isaiah's phone. Okay.
Oh, Bobby said she's back. Just listed a new ribbon. Very cool.
Yay! Okay, so I know.
And obviously Bobby is from Perpetual Ribbon
Yes.
on Etsy.
Yes.
Right, Bobby? It does look. Yeah, there's not a lot of glitter on this one.
Okay. Now I just want to make sure I'm not cutting the wire.
That would not be good.
That would not be good. And no, that didn't cut the wire. It just changed it to a different sequence. Shut up. I
Oh, hi
think.
Lee. Lee is on.
Hi, Lee.
From Personally Yours.
Okay.
She makes great signs.
Yeah, Lee's making us go broke. She keeps coming out with a new design like every other day. I'm like, gotta have that one too. That means I'm gonna be making wreaths way into the midnight hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all so gorgeous. I just showed them all to Caitlin.
A lot of gals said gorgeous, love it.
Okay, I'm seriously trying to get
Audrey said so stunning, looks shabby chic.
shabby chic. You can't use that word, it's trademarked. I still learned all this stuff. It's like
Oh,
that
yes,
word's
we can.
trademarked, that word's trademarked. I saw some John Deere tractors at Cracker Barrel. I was like, trademarked.
Hashtag them now.
What?
Hashtag them now.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, you can't even hashtag them because it's like, no. Okay, let me turn this off really quick. There we go. It's 8 times to turn them off. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to add for our embellishments. I have like a lot of these. It's like a flat gold. What else?
Oh, those are-
Yeah, I have the flat gold. I have like this. Although, no,
Those are
they're not.
perfect.
Yeah, I know. They just sounded weird. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these off, and remember everywhere I crisscrossed? So in those crisscross places, we're gonna be adding bulbs. So I'm going to start up here. And this is where a glue skillet is wonderful.
Yep.
So you just, there we go. And you just
Glue it in.
stuff them in.
Yep.
So it makes it really nice. Yeah. So we're just adding those little pops of color in and out. I'm going to skip a couple so that they're not all like exactly the same on the outside. Okay. What?
Oh, Becky said Or Bobby said, hey Peggy, like I said this earlier, this is like a creative people party.
It is. Seriously. Okay, so I'm gonna take these. So it's kind of like where you crisscross your ribbon. You don't have to put your ornaments in those spots.
But it makes a good spot for the more ornaments.
It does.
Or the embellishment.
Yeah. And I just went out and grabbed a whole bunch of different things out in the garage before I started. So I'm gonna add some of these really quick. But obviously I don't want wire on them. So that's the last thing you want.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to come in with these ones that have a little bit of swirl on them.
So it's cool and fun to get some bulbs that have different
Textures.
designs and textures.
Yeah. And hold on.
Caroline Peggy said, very pretty.
Thank you. So I have some that are more of a high,
Mm-hmm.
like a high,
Gold.
high shine.
Yeah.
Man, I still have that song stuck in my head. The King and Country song. It's been in my head all day. I think I'm going to come back in with a large one. Right here. So I'm just randomly going through and alternating my colors,
Right, give it thumbs up, give it lots of love and likes.
alternating my textures.
You guys feel free to share, we'd appreciate it. Right, Bobby? She said, you just gotta love technology. We can all get together and stay at home at the same time.
Exactly. I don't have to go anywhere. So, some more. This is where it just pays to just randomly pick stuff up.
Oh, that's awesome, J-Lora. It's J-L-O-R-A-I. She said, hi, sorry I'm late. Told 3 ladies in Hobby Lobby about your page, and I had to pull it up for them, I'm assuming.
Aw,
Seymour.
thank you very much.
That's awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it. So as you guys can see, I'm doing different, I'm staying in the same color palette.
Good night, Deborah.
Like it would be really odd to kind of go and add, I mean, if you were going to do a red and green or gold and burgundy, then obviously you're going to want to incorporate all those colors. I'm looking for where I want to stick this one in your wreath. So I'm going to add one more to the top.
Adelphia said, love King and Country. Yeah. So
That song, Joy, is stuck in my head. Because it's like, I had to get up this morning and do a survey for our radio station. It's like, did you like the song? Did you not? And then I was like, now that song is stuck in my head. Did I drop one?
Yeah, the swarm with the swirls.
Oh, thanks, babe. Okay.
Carla said she has about 3 cases of Mardi Gras beads. She was in an organization but dropped out.
What?
Also, they have other stuff.
Really?
It really bugs me when you see it says see more.
See more and you can't
and
anymore.
you can't, yeah.
Yeah, see more? Not. Not for you today.
More like see less.
Yeah, right? So I'm trying to mix these up to where they don't all stay on the same side.
Peggy said, Christina, I wish I was just thinking it. I wish I could put on my jammies.
Why?
I wish I had put on my jammies. It's just like a pajama party.
We should, huh? Next Friday. What are we making next Friday?
Christina said it was the best kind of pajama party up above.
Aww.
Hi, Jan.
You guys can see I'm just like randomly adding different sizes, different textures.
Christina, we still can't. We still can't click on see more and see more. All you do is get the like,
emoticons.
the emoticons. Yeah.
It might just be a Mevo thing since we're running it through Mevo.
Yeah.
Maybe and not Facebook.
Yep.
Okay. So a couple more, and then we should. Ooh. trying to cut all the wire off.
Those things aren't coming off, huh? The ends?
These ones? Peter's just like, no, we're not going anywhere today. So the important thing is to make sure that you don't add them in the same spot that you did someplace else. Okay. Look. Not there. Don't want to do it there. Could add it here. But I'm thinking, nope, can't add it out there. This is the thing. It's because I'm really picky. I don't want the same colors sitting next to each other or across from each other. They can be directly diagonal from one another.
Yeah, a lot of gals are saying the same thing. They can't see anything when it says see more.
See more, see?
But Christina can. So
She's
Christina can read all the comments.
special. All right, commentator. We gave you another job too, besides personal shopper, right? Commentator.
Yep.
Okay. I don't want this one tucked in here.
Christina said, how did my phone become the chosen one? Because you can see more.
Exactly. Okay, I had to add this one.
Oh, she says she's got an iPhone.
iPhone what? Because like,
An iPhone see more.
okay, wow, comedy is just
Oh, she's
getting
got
the
an
best
iPhone
of
10.
you. Oh, maybe that's it. Because we're all like, I'm not an iPhone 10 user.
Christina's rolling in the dough. She got the 10.
I didn't want the 10.
We have the 8 plus.
I didn't want the 10. I have to have a home button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, hold on just 1 minute. I might come in with a couple pieces of these. I have a couple. Let me look.
Every once in a while, Gary or Shorty just says drink.
Oh, I don't have that. That's true. We could do that. Have a wine party. But then we don't drink wine either.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Back in the day,
Yeah, I know, right?
but not now. Here. Okay. Let me do this. Let me cut a couple of these off so I actually have a stem. That'll work. So I'm just going to add a couple of these little gold picks, filigrees.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, Debbie.
What?
She says maybe slowly with updates, there's still hope that we can see them.
Right? Okay. So let me do these. I'm trying to hurry. I just don't want to.
Good night, Bobby. She said thanks for letting us all get together. I got to go and list some more ribbon. Y'all have a great weekend.
She's so funny.
See you, Bobby. No, Shorty, it's funny.
What?
How he just kind of posts drink. I don't know if he means like you should take a drink or... She doesn't like to drink on her lives.
I
Or
don't.
drink water.
I don't think there's any attractive way to make that work.
Well, I'm zoomed in, so technically you could.
Technically I can. But I think I'm good. Okay. I have a couple. It's weird. These are just random things that were in that Wreath stash box, so I was looking for some oddball gold leaf things and I came across these. So I'm just adding a couple pieces. Again,
Get some embellishments. Oh, those are pretty.
I know I do. I like these. So I'm just trying to space them out. So
Are those
we have
almost like a
5.
window pattern too?
It's
inside?
kind of like, yeah, it's weird. So they're like these. And they actually come on a big old stick. And I just cut them all off.
Yeah, those are pretty.
So
They
I'm
kinda
just
match
adding
the
them.
window pattern.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that one works perfect there. So I like to snip off the bottom ones because otherwise they get buried in.
And those were in Bobby's stash, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're not sure where those are from,
But yeah, Bobby was on here to be like, those came from blah, blah, blah.
maybe you should know that.
Maybe I could call them and ask. Okay, I need one more down here.
Yeah, you already glued in all the rest of them, I think, right?
Yes, I did. I was gluing as I was talking, as I was going.
Oh, good night, Shorty. Have a great weekend.
Sticking. I want this one right down here.
And I've seen Deanna. Hi, Deanna, by the way. Haven't seen you in a while. She says, Deanna Mustachio.
Uh-huh.
She says, Christina, I have an iPhone X, but I can't see more either.
See? None of us can see more. Christina's like, I'm not telling you guys how I did it. She's like, I could tell you, but I'm not gonna. No, I know Christina would tell us.
She would.
I know.
That's just weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She would. So let me do this. So I'm just tucking some little ornaments in. I think I have one. I just want to make sure. I might not add this one because it would look odd. Even though I always tell you go odd, but I think in this case it would look way odd. I love using my Dollar Tree scissors for things you're not supposed to use them for.
Betty Crocker scissors. Yep.
Yeah, my Betty Crocker. I think I'll use it right there.
Christina is like totally just funny. She's all, I don't understand how this happened. Thankful, but I don't understand.
Yeah, right? So it'll be like, Christina, if you read so-and-so's comment,
We're all
down,
perplexed.
right? We're like, how did that happen? And then Jean can see them too, because she's like, just click on the white space. I'm like, we don't have white space.
It's the Facebook gods. They're smiling on Christina.
Weirdo. Okay, so let me put it up so you guys can kind of see. Let me get
Okay.
this to turn.
Pretty much done.
Yes, sir. I
She's
am.
about to turn it around so you guys can see she's almost done.
Okay. Make sure all these things are off of here so they don't slide all over the floor. Okay. There we go. So, let me show you what that looks like from my point of view. So, can you see this?
Yeah?
What's that? You can sneak.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what this looks like. Let me put it on the door so you guys can see what it looks like.
Hi, Linda. First time watching. We're almost done, so you can always go back and watch the replay.
Flip. Since I was kind of sandwiching it a little bit. There we go. It's not the faux centered. Ribbon's not so much. Okay. What do you guys think? That's it.
Yep.
And it has lights with a remote.
And it has lights.
With
Yep.
a timer. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like, I come back in and add one right there.
Mhm.
Because I think
And
it's,
you can center the bottom tails to the bottom ribbon, but you don't have to.
I wanted mine cut to the side. So let me do this.
All right, give it lots of likes, lots of loves. Everybody's saying so beautiful.
There we go. It just was like, I looked at it and I was like, it's too dark right there. It needs some light. So, yeah, I think the wreath itself should measure, I want to say 28 inches.
About 28, yeah.
From, like, I wouldn't go from here to here. I would go from where the evergreen part is to the evergreen part. It's about 28 inches in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
With the bow, maybe 6 inches thick, maybe 6.5. What do you guys think?
I'll zoom back in over to it for a while.
Okay. So
Yeah,
do you
they're
guys have any
saying gorgeous,
questions?
very elegant. Yeah, we have any other questions, gals? Christine said, how much would you post it for, retail?
This one, 90.
About 90.
Because it's lights, evergreen, white pine, ficus, ivy, all the picks, all the ornaments, all the ribbon.
Yep.
So
It's about
yeah.
90, Christina.
Yeah, that's what I sold the ones for last year that I had lit. So for about 90. I think if I was to add a lot more pics and stuff to it, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any other questions? Complaints?
I don't think there's any complaints.
Oh, look.
Very pretty, everything
Lane
very
doesn't
pretty,
know.
love it. Jeanette said thank you for sharing your talent. No problem,
Absolutely.
Jeanette.
I don't know what we're making next week. It'll be something Christmas wreath. I had it, but I just don't have my book in front of me that tells me what we're making, but something Christmas wreath basic. I don't know if we're doing candy cane ribbon wreath, or it'll be something along those lines, wreath based. So if you guys are interested in doing all the specialty stuff like the centerpieces, we're doing a Christmas centerpiece and a corner swag on Sunday, because I took Sunday off last week, but I told my group I'll make it up to you. We'll do a double one on Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's private group stuff. We kind of do the advanced specialty stuff.
Oh, you want to turn the lights on? I said you want to turn the lights on it?
And I have to figure out where they are.
I think they're on the other side. Are they
Yeah.
over there?
Let's see. Let me put them on the solid. Where's oh, they're solid. So there you go. You can see them, but they're like the light icy blue.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
And
you
then
just
if we
want to see them in
turn-
little pops.
if we turn this one off, you should be able to see it a little bit better.
Yeah, you can see it more.
Yeah. So there you guys go. It does. It looks very frosty. Okay. I will let you go. Thank you guys for joining me and sticking it out with me while we finish that. I know it kind of went a little long,
Yeah.
but when you're putting together an evergreen like this, it's going to take you a little bit of time. If we didn't do lights, it would have been a lot faster.
Sandra said thanks for sharing. I'm really loving this. A lot of gals said thank you.
Absolutely.
Deanne said if you join a private, how many days does it take before you're in?
Immediately.
Immediately. Once you
Like-
join and follow the steps.
Yeah, all I have to do is just I get a confirmation that says that you're in the group, you signed up on the reoccurring, and then I just click approve and voila, you're in. And then you have access to the entire library since February. So you can go back through all the private group tutorials and look at everything we've done.
Yep.
So we don't hold anything back.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, everybody have a great weekend, and I will see private group members on Sunday at 5. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you.